مس كورا كوتمن جي اي زد. طبعا جي اي زد يعني احد شركاء التنميه الموجودين في مصر، واللي بيشاركوا بقوه جدا في دايما دعم التعليم الفني في مصر بمشروعات متميزه. يعني عايزين من حضرتك تعليق على دور الجي اي زد في الفتره الحاليه، لا سيما مع وزاره التربيه والتعليم الفني في التطور اللي بيحصل في مناهج التعليم الفني اللي موجوده، وكذلك في الدور المهم في ايجاد فرص عمل للطلاب بعد التخرج او تسهيل انتقال الطلاب للعمل بعد تخرجهم من المدارس الثانويه الصناعيه.
Thank you very much. Let me also, first of all, say that I'm really excited to be here, and I'm also quite excited to see this event materialize the way it is here. It's really great. Thank you for this. And thank you for the question. Let me start with something from Germany, a background from Germany, from my country. In 21 last year, Germany was ranking #1 in registration of patents in Europe. And this is something which I find quite interesting to talk about, because why is this so? There's one factor which is fostering this, and this is in fact the dual system and the technical education system. Patents are usually registered by companies, and we have companies such as Siemens or Bosch, which are on the forefront here, which you all know. They work multinationally. And the interesting fact about this is not that there are so many patents, but that they are registered by teams, and by teams who are consisting of not only graduates from universities, but from also graduates from the technical education, in particular from the dual system. And why is this important? Because it shows how much the private sector is really fostering technical education. Involving the private sector, engaging the private sector is key. And when I look at this aspect, then it's also important to see that when we talk to the private sector, that it's important that they see their students not only as workforce, but as something which, or someone whom they can take literally under their wings and foster their education and training. Because it will result in improving and growing the economy and developing the private sector. And this is something where we as GIZ are also very strongly involved and support the ministry, for example, through centers of competence, where competences are bundled, technical competences as well as pedagogical competences, because they represent as lighthouses all the pillars of the technical education reform. And to develop different sectors, for example, automotive or industrial engineering, is something which shows that the private sector puts their forces together, joins forces to develop and to support and to contribute to the growth of the economy. So this is more than just technical education. This is in fact a kind of corporate social responsibility. And this is very important also to look into when it comes to the transition from school, or the transition from technical education to employment. It is really important to start early, to start before technical education, to start in school, and to involve parents, to involve the community, to improve the image of technical education, so that it's not only a second choice, but a real career option and an option for young people to build their future. As Ambassador Berger yesterday said, a qualified youth is the future. And yes, that's true. Qualified Egyptian youth is the future of Egypt. So what else is important here, and how, as GIZ, we are supporting our partner Ministry of Education, Technical Education, is areas of career guidance, entrepreneurship education, where in a three-stage system, teachers are developed from facilitators to multipliers or master trainers who teach the students life skills. Life skills are important because the student who is entering the labor market does not need only technical skills, but needs to be able to literally survive in the labor market, be loyal, and develop or grow the company in which he is working together with his employer. We are also supporting in curriculum development, in particular supporting the ministry in developing curricula, adapting competence-based curricula to the dual system. And having said all that, the main aspect, as also my predecessor just said, is that all this is based on evidence, and evidence can only come from the labor market. The labor market information is crucial as an evidence, as a base for any decision to be made. And this is more and more crucial when we look at the competences which are needed in the future. We had the Future of Work Forum, the National Future of Work Forum recently, where we got to know there are many challenges awaiting. The green economy is a challenge. New skills are needed. Digitalization is a big challenge. Industry 4.0 is a very big challenge. And we will need, and our students and the students of the future will need skills and competences which are, apart from technical competences such as problem solving, competences such as creativity, because the world of work, the future world of work will change so drastically and dramatically that we have to train them skills which allow them to be resilient. And just to sum up from my perspective regarding the transition to employment, what I think is really crucial here is to look into pre-orientations at something which we are currently supporting the ministry to pilot. And pre-orientation, again, starting early, involving parents, establishing a connect to the private sector very soon, very early, to make students understand what it means to build a career, and show them options, show them opportunities to develop and to grow and to build a career, and again connect to the private sector to develop a link and a connect, a relationship, in fact, which allows the economy to grow together with students, with well-trained teachers, and the community. And I think then the situation will really improve, and in all areas in which we are supporting currently the reform, things are already well on the track, and I'm sure that when we continue together also the activities which we do with our other partners such as EduTech and such as USAID, Workforce Egypt, we have very soon the yeah, the youth being prepared to build the future of Egypt. Thank you.